By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to eliminate your housing payment completely and build a real estate portfolio that generates passive income while you sleep, and you will have a step-by-step plan you can start today even if you have never owned property before. Here is a number that should make you angry. The average American spends over $400,000 on rent over their lifetime. That is $400,000 handed directly to someone else's bank account, building someone else's wealth, funding someone else's retirement. And here is the truly insane part. You could redirect almost every single dollar of that money into your own pocket using a strategy that has existed for decades, but that most people have never even heard of. But before I reveal the one house hacking variation that can actually put money in your pocket every single month, more than just covering your mortgage, a strategy most financial advisors never discuss because it does not generate commissions for them, let me walk you through exactly how this works from the ground up. In the next 17 minutes, you are going to learn 3 things that will fundamentally change how you think about housing. First, the exact math behind how ordinary people are living completely rent-free in expensive cities. Second, the 7 different house hacking strategies and which one matches your specific situation. Third, the step-by-step system to find, finance, and close on your first house hack property within 90 days. Quick, if you have ever felt trapped paying rent month after month watching that money disappear into thin air, hit the like button right now. It tells the algorithm this content is valuable and helps us reach more people who need to hear this. Let me paint a picture of what financial life looks like for most people. You graduate, you get a job, you rent an apartment. That apartment costs you $1,500 a month, maybe $2,000 in a major city. Every single month you write that check. You watch that money leave your account. And what do you get in return? A roof over your head for 30 days. Then the cycle repeats. $1,500 gone, $18,000 a year, $180,000 over a decade. And at the end of those 10 years, you own absolutely nothing. You have 0 equity, 0 appreciation, 0 tax benefits. You have simply paid for the privilege of existing inside walls that belong to someone else. Meanwhile, your landlord has been collecting your checks, paying down their mortgage with your money, watching their property appreciate, and writing off expenses against their taxes. The wealth gap between renters and homeowners is not an accident. It is a direct mathematical consequence of this exact dynamic playing out millions of times every single month across the country. But here is what nobody tells you. The traditional path of saving for a 20% down payment on a single-family home is not the only way into real estate. In fact, it might be the slowest and most inefficient way to build wealth through property. There is another path, one that lets you become a homeowner and a real estate investor simultaneously, one that can eliminate your housing costs entirely and sometimes even generate positive cash flow from day one. That path is house hacking. House hacking at its core is simple. You purchase a property, live in part of it, and rent out the rest to cover your mortgage and expenses. But the execution has dozens of variations, and choosing the right one for your situation is the difference between financial freedom and financial frustration. Let me walk you through the first strategy, which is the classic duplex approach. Imagine you purchase a duplex for $350,000. You put down 3.5% using an FHA loan, which means your down payment is just $12,250. Your total monthly payment, including mortgage, taxes, insurance, and maintenance reserves, comes to $2,400. You live in one unit and rent out the other unit for $1,600 per month. Your actual out-of-pocket housing cost is now $800. You have just cut your housing expense in half, while simultaneously building equity in a property that historically appreciates 3 to 4% annually. Here is where most people get this wrong. They look at duplexes in their dream neighborhood and get discouraged by the prices. The fix is simple. Expand your search radius by 15 minutes and focus on up-and-coming areas with improving school ratings and new commercial development. The numbers work better in B-class neighborhoods than A-class neighborhoods almost every single time. The second strategy takes this even further. It is the triplex or fourplex approach. With an FHA loan or a